Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 21st, 2025 new moon reading for you. Now, this moon occurs also during the solar eclipse, so it is quite powerful. It is also the Virgo portal new moon, and that means that it is the second new moon in Virgo. So it has quite intense energy to it. And we are definitely seeing that here. Make sure you can see everything. Okie dokie. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Well, you're definitely seeing with this moon that you're not the same person that you were. And there's going to be this like kind of clear break and this clear sense of transformation, insight, deeper understanding. This moon is about deep healing. And we can see that here. So at the heart of everything, you have the Ace of Wands. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of passion, of creativity. This is the fire, the spark that gets us out of bed in the morning. This is what brings us our creative intuition. And so here, that energy is just flowing through us. We are blessed. This is, again, also a time of deep healing, of transformation, of setting practical intentions. That Virgo energy, very down to earthing for us, grounding us, having us look at things in a more practical, well, this is my energy, this is myself type of way. And so we have that power coming forward. Now we take that gift, most definitely, but our challenge during this time is going to be the Lovers. Now the Lovers is Gemini energy. Time frame is May 21st to June 20th. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury. All right. So when we have the energy of Gemini coming forward and it causing us a bit of a challenge, what we're going to see here is that we can have a hard time expressing our emotions. We can be very good at expressing practicalities and the jobs that need to be done, the way that things need to move forward. But expressing our emotions can be difficult. Also, embracing what we love can be difficult because we can say, okay, these tasks need to be done. And this is the practical, right way of doing things. But we tend to not listen to our own intuitive understanding and our own creativity. So do be mindful about that. Also with the Lovers, we can be having a bit of a difficulty with relationships. This is a fantastic moon for healing. So we can be seeing certain relationships, certain things that we're like, I don't really like that. That's not how I wanted things to be. So now we are looking at healing, at moving forward, at really coming together during this moon. This can also be a time where we look at, kind of how love has been coming into our lives, whether it's with our relationships or looking for relationships or, in our interactions with people and with the people that are really close to us. And we are going to be kind of seeing how we can move closer into blessing or deeper into blessings. With the Knight of Wands, we're again taking that gift of the Ace of Wands that's at the heart of this whole entire reading, which is fantastic for us. And we are moving forward with gusto, with determination, with insight. Now, what we're going to see here as well is that this is a moon meant for movement. And this is going to be a time for us meant for movement. Now, a new moon, especially, is about introspection, okay? And especially this second new moon in Virgo, the Virgo portal, it brings with it power, it brings with it creativity, and it creates, a second part, all right, for opportunities, for growth, of, creating more of ourselves, of what we want. It gives us more of that grounding in the now, let's get this done energy, and it moves us forward. And so we're going to see that with the Knight of Wands is that we move forward with tenacity, with determination, with insight, and we're really not letting anything hold us back. Now, the energy that is now moving away is the Death card. We have had a transformation. We have had the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new insight, new understanding, but also this connection with the kind of fairy world, unseen world, spirit world. Here it's the fairy world because this deck, the Llewellyn Tarot deck, the white dogs, red ears, represent the spirit realm. And so we've had this deep connection with the spirit realm. We've had a transformation with ourselves, with what we want, what we're looking for. And it has had us look at ourselves in a new way, in a powerful way. It has had us take the power of, the god of death, meaning that, our kingdom only grows. It doesn't deplete, which can be depressing. But in our world, looking at it for ourselves, our kingdom is only growing. The world is crazy. Like, it is crazy. It is intense. It is too much. We could dive into that, okay? But the feedback I keep on getting from all of you guys is keep it positive, keep it moving forward. We need that energy. And I completely and utterly agree. This is a place of peaceful guidance. This is a place of peaceful love. And so we've seen this. We've been transformed. We've looked at things in a very different way. And it brings us to the Emperor. Now, this is us. We are represented by the Emperor in the major arcana. So the very essence of ourselves is coming forward. And Aries, we are not a shrinking violet. We're not the lovers. We're not the death card, which is like abstract. We are the Emperor, okay? We are here in your face, power moving forward. And that's the energy that you're bringing to the table. This is not going to be a time because you are also represented by the wands in the minor arcana, right? So that's your gift coming forward. That's you as the knight moving forward. And then you step into your strength, which is the Emperor, which is the very essence of yourself. It is the way that you see things. It's the way that you look at yourself and for yourself in your life. It's what you're looking for, and it's your greater desires. You are embracing so much more than you thought you could. And you are looking at yourself in a way that is powerful, that is defined, that is determined, and that is focused. So here with the Emperor, you are looking at expanding your kingdom, of keeping your kingdom healthy, wealthy, and wise, right? And you are embracing the power that is you. You are also aligned with the energy of the extraordinary. So just being aware of that. You're not a shrinking violet. It's not time to hide away. It is a time to embrace your strength, your power, and your determination. You are going to be very focused on work. Your near future, it is all about the details. It is all about looking at how to build you forward in the most prosperous, successful, and bountiful way. All right. You can have animals by you, okay? A cat, a bird here. We have the robin. We have, or we can look at this even as a hummingbird, just made a little bit bigger. We see this as a robin coming forward, a cat right there, meaning that as you work, there's an energy of calm. And with that energy of calm, you're calling forward creative entities, okay? Creative energies, and also the peaceful energies of animals, the creative energies of animals. That's going to help give you wings. That's going to help increase your curiosity. Now, can this be an all work and no play time? Sure, it can be. From this new moon to the full moon, most definitely. But this is also going to be a time where you're getting things done the way that you need to. You're really opening up the door the way that you want it in your life. You're looking at things and saying, okay, where's the hard work that needs to be done so that I can have the life that I want? This is a time with the Virgo new moon that brings practicality to it. It brings a refining of routines so you can be as productive and as happy as you can be at this moment in time. Now, do be mindful. The advice for this time is like, hey, don't fall into everybody's pettiness. It will be so easy to fall into the pettiness of the Five of Wands. Everybody's bickering, everybody's angry, everybody's overwhelmed. So just be aware of that. If you can kind of stay out of that energy, even if people kind of think you're silly because of it, meaning that they kind of make fun of you. They think, oh my gosh, you're not really into what's super important right now. It's like, yes, you are. You're working super hard, okay? And you're building something that is far beyond their understanding because you're not getting into their petty nonsense. No, that's not your problem here, all right? Right now, they're going to want to pull you into their chaos. Really, don't do it. The media is going to want to. People are going to want to. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is a tremendous time, all right? We have entered into the age of Aquarius. We have come into the power of connection and people and kind of like, the hearts of things. And this is a time that we're seeing us entering our dreams, entering into what we truly want to, where we truly want to be, what we truly want for ourselves. It's kind of like the release of Capricorn and the embrace of Pluto. And I forget where that is astrologically speaking. I don't know, it just flew out of my head. But it brings us to this place of empowerment and insight. No, not Capricorn to Pluto, to not Capricorn to Pisces, Capricorn to Aquarius. It brings us from that rule and structure and order to a more freedom and intuition and kind of like of the people type of way of doing things. And what that means is like not being bullied by the people. It means that we're looking at ourselves and saying, what do I love? What do I want? Where do I need to be? And so it becomes much more us focused. And that's a very good thing. It can also be a time where the energy of this world has to, catch up to this time, to this empowerment. And it moves us to our dreams coming forward with the 7 of Cups. This is love. This is connection. This is our dreams coming forward and us saying, I don't want my dreams sitting on the shelf forever and ever. I want my dreams to be part of my reality. That's also the fire that, is burning in your belly during this time to say, let me create, let me cultivate. It can be a time where you are balancing things out, where you're looking at things in different ways, but you're going to see that your passion, what you love, means the world to you. And it might not be your job, right? Our passions do not have to be our jobs. They can be, but they do not have to be. What you're going to see during this time is that you're reconnecting with what you truly love, with what you truly dream of. And as you do so, the Queen of Pentacles comes forward. And that's our hope. It's also our fear. We can fear truly being successful, even though we might not know it. We can be a fear from this life. It can be a fear from past lives. It can be a subconscious fear where it's like, but if I reach that power, I'm going to have to do the magic trick over and over again, right? I'm going to have to keep on being successful. And also, there can be this sense of I'm not worthy of success. I'm not worthy of prosperity. That can be in the fear element of it. And in the not fear element of in the happiness and the joy of it all is the sense of I deserve this. I have every right to be wealthy, to be prosperous, to be bountiful of spirit, and to nurture that bounty. So just know that there's a bit of a push and pull during this time. This moon is in Virgo, earth sign energy, grounding it all. So this moon also brings out the fears that hold us back, and it brings out the practicality that moves us forward. So being aware of this is important. And then we have the 5 of Swords as the outcome. Now, it's very interesting that 5 in the advice energy is like, listen, be free of the pettiness, be free of the bickering, of the nastiness, right? And then with the 5 of Swords, be free of the past. Be free of the way people think that you should bend to their will. You're going to see yourself embracing your voice, embracing your mind, knowing what it is that you want. And there's going to be energy that comes forward that makes you feel like you did when you were little, like when you didn't have the power, when you didn't have the authority, when you didn't have the say, because other people made decisions for you. Now you are taking your power, but other people still want to make decisions for you. And maybe once upon a time that would have flown. Like that would have been fine. That would have flown, however you say it. It would have been the way it was. But now it's not. Now it's not. You're like, no, I don't want this. You don't speak for me. I speak for me. And you're going to come up against controversy, intensity, doubt, fear, and you're going to see yourself embracing what you truly want and where you truly want to be and standing in a strength that it surprises you that you have. And it moves us to the moon during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Ooh, okay, yeah. So I love that there's this sense of deeper wisdom and joy coming forward, but there's also that sense of apprehension and fear still being there. Angels. Angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Yeah. So what you're going to see here is that there's pleasure, right? Step out of your comfort zone. There's going to be pleasure in stepping out of your comfort zone, in claiming your strength, in claiming what you love. It's almost like there's been a fear around love. You could have seen bad relationships. Heck, you could have been in bad relationships. And it's like, you know what? I think I'm going to pass. And now your heart is like, but I need this. I need love to come forward. Or your soul's energy, kind of like where it's been written in your Akashic records. It's like, okay, I need this. My soul is craving it. Let's move forward in a deeper connection in a relationship that you're in a connection in a relationship that you want to start. And it brings with it wisdom. Wisdom. A personal issue reaches resolution. You have become wiser. You see things in a different way. And then here, there's there's an acknowledgement of fear, of feeling caged, of feeling overwhelmed. Believe in the impossible. Stop saying all the ways that it can't happen, because it's easy. It's easy to weigh yourself down with doubt and fear and chaos and hurt and pain and devastation. There's a million different ways of why you should fail. And they're all really good. They're all very practical. And in a Virgo energy, you might be like, yeah, practical, but remember that age of Aquarius, that age of dreaming, that age of connection, that age of there is so much more here than the way that it has always been. Let my heart sing. Let my soul fly. That is why in the beginning of this year, there was such an influx of beautiful energy. And yet we have the chaos because we're humans and we like things to be, the way it always was. And now we're stepping into something so much more. The Virgo portal is opening that door. It has been opened. It has given us practicality. It has brought us down to earth. You will see that you have problem-solved things that have been holding you back for quite some time. And now you're like, oh, I got this. Oh, I see this. I can do this. It moves us to our spirit energy, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And this is faith. Have faith in your dreams, in yourself, in whatever you believe in. Sometimes believing in an all-knowing, almighty being that, is protecting us and watching over us can be hard because there is nastiness and one might even say evil in this world, right? There's just bad things that happen and people that commit atrocious acts, right? But we can have faith in a tree. Or at least that's how I look at it. Sometimes I look at things and I think, ooh, people can be so ugly. But I can have faith in a tree, in a bird, in the way the wind blows through the leaves, in the centering of myself on this earth. And as I have faith in the nature that surrounds me, I can start to see again a spirit that has created so much more than I could have ever have imagined. And that has stardust running through our veins, an inspiration guiding us. It moves us then to our chakra message, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. And here we have play, which is the heart chakra, and clarity, okay, the third eye chakra. We as human beings, and I know you know this if you've been here for any length of time, and the heart chakra has come up in play. But we as human beings do not play if we do not feel safe. And this is a time to embrace play, to embrace joy, to embrace happiness, because our third eye is opening. There's clarity coming in. There's insight. There's deeper understanding. If we can truly embrace our voice and not only the practicality of it all, of this Virgo new moon, but in the heart of it, the heart of us, and we can say what it is that we truly love. We can say what it is that we're afraid of. We can say what it is that inspires us. All of a sudden, the door opens in a way that we step out of our comfort zone and we believe in the impossible. And personal issues, personal baggage that was holding us back, well, they reach a resolution because either we let it go or we problem solve. And it brings us then to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh. Okay. We have here the King of Cups. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay? But it is the energy of the King of Cups is an energy of somebody who is a master emotional manipulator. This is somebody whose bite is worse than their bark. This is somebody who is manipulative, who is cunning, and who really wants what they want for themselves. So just be mindful about that. It brings us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is breathe. Spirit is saying, do not forget to breathe. You can be working so hard, you can be so focused that you can find you're holding your breath, or you can find that there's like a lot of shallow breathing going on. We're breathing in the upper part of our lungs, not deep into our body, into ourselves. So taking time to take the deep breath in, and then that kind of loud breath out can help center us, can help calm us. It's very powerful. It might sound silly. You could do it like quieter, but if you can, let yourself do that breathing exercise. Let yourself center yourself. It brings us then to our chakra energy. And here it is divine wisdom. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. This is divinity blessing us. This is wisdom guiding us. This is insight moving us forward. You are going to be inspired during this time in practical ways and in emotional ways. Run with it. Run with it, Aries. It brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. There can be somebody that we have had an emotional relationship with. It doesn't have to be a lover, though it could very well be, that is going to come up in one way or another during this time and make us doubt ourselves. It can just be that we remember something that they said that really zaps our confidence, but it can also be that they kind of like, send us a text or an email, or, in some way we bump into them at the grocery store and it's like, whoa, I would rather not, I would rather not see you. I would rather not do this. No. So it doesn't have to be somebody that you were in a, kind of romantic relationship with. It can be somebody that you knew and you just don't like. You're like, no, thank you. But thank you. It brings us then to our Luna message, which is hunger. And it's a time to release negativity. And actually, we're hungering for this. We're hungering to release negativity. It's kind of like when your body is hungering for, eating lots of yummy veggies or a beautiful salad or something like that. Like, that's the type of hunger that's going on. We want something bright and fresh and beautiful in our lives. And it brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, and that is the 9 of Pentacles: prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. This is a time where we see all the hard work that needs to be done in the here and the now. Virgo is very practical and very good about that. And we are going to get the task done. And we are also preparing for tomorrow. But right now, we celebrate today. We mind our P's and Q's. We watch over our money, right? We protect what we want to grow in our lives. And love and connection and deeper insight will follow more and more. All right. All right, Aries, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you guys nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending lots of loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. Bye. Oh, have a blessed moon and a blessed life. Bye.